Hey, Sal, I thought it was a great time of year to talk about meal prepping, the magic of it, and how to keep it fun and fresh. Because I think we all love this idea of meal prepping, but we just get in this, stuck in a rut of eating the same things day in, day out. You know what that's like, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And so, but what we want to do is we want to be able to have variety. We want to enjoy our food. We want to get different nutrients into our body, and that means having different foods. And so we want to have some level of excitement rather than knowing, okay, it's Taco Tuesday, as an example, and eating the same things day in, day out. And I think this is where those traditional meal preps can often fall quite flat. So what they tell you to do is, on Sunday Arvo, and I'm guilty of this, I've said this many times myself, Sunday Arvo, just before you get into the week, start cooking up and start getting yourself organized so that you're not coming home and going, oh, hey, what's for dinner tonight? So, and I think all of those types of things can lead to food fatigue because we're eating the same thing repeatedly. Lots of times we can have wasted food because of those weekly dishes. And as I mentioned earlier, I think we can have the nutrient gap can be quite significant in that as well too. And what it does mean is when we're feeling a little bit bored, we're probably going to go out and get some takeouts, or we're going to go out to a restaurant, which means if our goal was to eat at home, 6 days a week, then that's going to put a bit of a spanner in the works as well too. Would you agree with all that?
definitely.
Definitely. Yeah. Okay. And I mean, the benefits of flexible meal planning is that it means you've got better nutrition through that different food variety. You've got the convenience. Your taste buds are excited. I know there's some days
Mm,
there where I've got, maybe a banana sitting here and that's all I've got left. And so I go to make it a smoothie and I go, "Ooh, yuck, I don't want to actually have that banana smoothie because, I'm just sick of it basically."
yeah,
We then reduce food wastage, and it means that we are able to work out something that fits our schedule and our preferences.
yeah.
So let's talk about the building blocks, shall we?
hmm
What do you reckon the first one's going to be? Starts with a P.
Plan.
Plan. Oh, yeah, well, planning's part of it. Yeah, but protein.
hmm
Do you know how the other day I was talking about um, let's do that? I was doing a protein cook up, and I just find that it just works so well. I've got the steak cooking over here. I've got a lamb curry going on over there. I've got like a chili happening on the oven, or on the hot plates, I should say. And so there's lots of different things going on. So you could, pre-do roast turkey, you can do chicken breasts, you can, bake your fish, the list goes on and on. And I think one of the things that happens as we're aging is that we forget the protein, right?
hmm
Yeah. Yep.
Definitely.
So what's your favorite protein?
Chicken.
Chicken. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a steak girl. I love a good steak.
Yeah.
Don't know why that is, but I do love a steak. So anyway, and then the next thing is, so once we've got the proteins organized, then we want to look at, the starches and the grains. So maybe having some brown rice cooked up or some quinoa, some sweet potatoes or whole grain pastas and the like. And I often do that is that because we've got the grandkids living here now, I will just cook up, wholemeal spaghetti. So
Yeah.
when I'm making up a chili dish, as an example, they'll have that as their spaghetti with their spaghetti, but I don't have to have the spaghetti with it. So
Mm,
it just makes a better option for me. And of course, when you're cooking up your brown rice or your quinoa, you can actually just throw it in the freezer into portion sizes if you wanted to as
yeah.
well too. Have you
Yeah.
ever done anything like that?
Yeah, I do it a lot with what do you call like I do brown rice with salmon and kidney beans, that sort of thing. So
Nice.
yeah, I often cook up a big batch of that type thing and split it up.
Yeah, yeah, nice. And of course, then then it's all about your veggies after that too, because you want to get your fiber. So you could do roast veggies, you could cut up your salads and put them in jars, or containers. You could steam up veggies, you could have grilled veggies. And I would also say don't be scared of frozen veggies either,
Yeah, yeah.
because there are some decent, I mean, I know that there's been a number of times where I've just got, oh, I've got a bit of protein cooked. Oh, got no veggies. Yeah, pull out the frozen veggies, off I go type of
Mm.
thing. So, yeah.
And there's so many different mixtures of frozen veggies now,
Oh,
and you can get
huge.
them so many different ways. You know, you can get because they do the steamed bags of veggies now.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
absolutely, absolutely. Look, I love Costco because they do up this massive big bag of they're organic veggies, they're all mixed and everything like that. And yeah, so I will buy a couple of bags of that when I go do my
mm,
Costco run. So I don't like going there too often.
mm, mm,
Just once every few months type of thing. So
yeah.
I think then you also want to think about the sauces or the dressings that you want, like pestos and olive oils and, maybe some yogurt based type sauces. One of the things that I really like is tzatziki, so that's
Mm,
just basically your yogurt, your Greek yogurt with cucumber and garlic basically and a few other bits and pieces in it.
yeah.
So that's nice and easy to do, or just olive oil with some lemon on top.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so let's talk about some time saving strategies for prepping. Is there anything that comes to your mind straight away?
Not straight away. No.
No. Okay. Um, I've already alluded to this. Batch cooking
Mm,
is such an awesome thing to do. And even if you are midweek, I know quite often on a Monday lunchtime when I'm cooking the meal, because I know that I've got to have everything organized because the kids are going to swimming lessons. So it's like I will put on two different types of protein at that point. So I know
yeah.
that I've got, a couple of days sorted type of thing. I think having good storage solutions as well,
Hmm.
that might be containers. It could be, bags, whatever it happens to be. Because then if you can clearly label something, it's going to be really easy for you to find and make those meals quite easily.
Yeah.
I think the other thing is, I like this, the 2-2-2 rule. Okay. So you do two proteins, you do two grains or starches, you do two veggies, and that's it.
Yeah.
You're
It's a
done.
good one. Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, and it works, and it's been working really well because, as I said, my life's been chaotic since the
Mm,
kids have come here, and we were used to just having our fish or having our chicken, and we just, do it up, and we were quite happy eating the salads, different
yeah.
types of salads. But, with the kids, we've got to think about giving them variety and exposing them to different foods as well too. So,
Yeah.
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 So it's made it a bit harder, but anyway, it is what it is. So I thought, how would you make this work through the week if you've done that 2-2 thing, 2-2-2 rule? So you might do grilled salad with quinoa and roast veggies. Yum,
Hmm.
right? And put in a bit of a herb dressing on top of it. Tuesday, you could use the same base ingredients, but you could turn it into a grain bowl as an example
Hmm.
and use a different type of sauce if you wanted to, or you could make that Wednesday, it wouldn't really matter. On Wednesday, you could turn it into a wrap or a salad if you wanted to.
Hmm.
And then you could do a stir fry with the leftover veggies. and your protein. And on Fridays, you can use all those leftovers to make a Buddha bowl, as an example. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you're not eating the same thing in the same way, but you've only really cooked up 222 and just changing it up so that it tastes better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think when it comes to meal planning, you want to start small with just a few components, like I mentioned. Keep the ingredients raw for maximum freshness, but as I said, do not be scared of those frozen things as well too. So that's about using that freezer strategically. Invest in tools like a food processor or good knives. You know, both boys, both sons being chefs, that was one of the first Christmas presents they ever gave me was a good set of knives. So I've still
Nice.
got
Yeah.
those knives, yeah. And I do have a good food processor. You want to be doing the planning that you mentioned earlier as well too, and consider prepping ahead type breakfast options as well too. So one of the things that I was talking with Michelle, it was with breakfast, I said to her, why don't you cook up this frittata as an example and just cut it up into the portion sizes? Then all you've got to do is just, heat it up, eat it, and you're off and running, or have it cold because it's quite nice cold as well too.
Mm.
Yeah. So is there anything you want to add to that?
No, I think you've covered everything.
Yeah, I think it's probably important just to go over the health benefits of this, that you've got better nutrient coverage because you are having various foods. You'll get improved gut health because you've got that dietary diversity. Um, Sorry, I'm running out of bit here. Um,
Mhm.
you've got sustained energy levels because you're having balanced meals, and you're more likely to be eating healthier meals as well too.
Mhm.
And you're reducing that risk of those nutrient deficiencies that can happen as well too. So I'm just going to grab myself a quick little water. You got anything you want to add in?
No, no, you've
No, no,
covered
no.
everything.
Okay, so I think we have to firstly plan the components, prep your dry basics, and then just assemble it however it feels right for you. And then basically just have a little bit of fun with it and be creative.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I think that's where I want to wrap it up, Sal. And if anybody wants to grab, we have a meal planning checklist, which has all of this information as well as some recipes that they can download. So all I have to do is go and grab it. So it's just going to make life a lot easier for them. Pretty awesome, right?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me, Sal.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. All right, ladies, take care and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.